Good morning, little folks. Today we're going to start with subtraction. So how do you do three-digit subtraction? By using a number model at the end, we should be able to help when solving a problem. So it says there were 436 people at the art show, 219 people went home. How many people stayed at the art show? So what do we need to know? How many people stayed at the art show? Well, how many people were at the art show? Well, 436. And then how many went home? 219. So let's draw the model. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to subtract the 219. Well, I'm going to start out with the ones column. And if you notice, what don't I have? I don't have 9. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to go over here. And I need to take this 10, I need to regroup it over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can take the 9 from here. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what does that leave me? 5, 6, 7. So that leaves me with 7. So now I'm going to take this 1, this 10, so it's a 1, from here, and that leaves one group of 10. And I'm going to take these 200 from here, and that leaves me 200. So let's try it the way that your parents would do it. And we have 436 and 219, and we're going to subtract. And the one thing I always told you is make sure you line it up. And I'm going to put my boxes up here because that sometimes helps. And whenever I subtract, I always subtract going down. So I have 6. I cannot get 9 out of 6. I have to go to the neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Can I borrow 10? And my neighbor says, sure, Mrs. Drange. You can take away one set of 10, and this is now going to become 2. And this is going to become 16. So 16 minus 9 is 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 4 minus 2 is 2. Same answer, just a different strategy. Okay, let's try this one. There are 532 pieces of art at the art show. 319 pieces of art are paintings. How many pieces of art are not paintings? So what are we looking for? How many pieces of art are not painting? So let's go ahead and do this. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2. And I want to take away 319. Well, remember we subtract going down, so if you're going down, we already know there's only 2 here, so I can't get 9 from 2, so I'm going to go over here. Hello, neighbor, can I borrow 10? And I'm going to take this 10 and I'm going to regroup it right here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I can take my 9 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that gives me 3. I can take this 10 away from this group of 10, and I have 1 left, and I'm going to take my 300s away, and it leaves me 200. So my answer is 213. So let's try it the way that your parents do it. Remember, they're all strategies. Make sure you line them up. Most important thing when you're doing math is make sure you have all the ones in the ones column, all the tens in the tens column, all the hundreds in the hundreds column. Well, remember what we said, I have 2 up here, and I always subtract going down. So I'm going to go over to my 3 and say, hello, neighbor, can I borrow 1? And he says, sure, you can borrow a 10 from me. And I'm going to take that in 2, and this is going to become 12. So 12 minus 9 is 3, 2 minus 1 is 1, and 5 minus 3 is 2. Same answer, just a different strategy. Okay, one last one. There were 237 books on the table, and Miss Jackson took 126 books off the table. How many books were still on the table? So we're looking to see how many books were still on the table. So this time I'm going to do it this way. And look what happens. When I subtract down, I have 7, and I take 6 away. I don't need to regroup because I already have 7 up here. So that becomes 1. 3 minus 2 becomes 1, and 2 minus 1 becomes 1. So my answer is 111. So when you're done this, no matter what your strategy, whether you do it the way that's shown right here or you do the way that drawn a picture, it doesn't matter. So when you're finished, you should be able to know how to go ahead and subtract using that regrouping method.